Hey guys, and welcome back to more World of Guns Gun Disassembly. Today we're going to be doing the Smith & Wesson Sigma. So, Smith & Wesson Sigma is pretty much Smith & Wesson's first venture into, synthetic materials. So before then, all their guns were made out of metal, wood, and the like. This is kind of their first venture into these synthetic materials. This is a very good venture. You can see how easy it is to fully field strip it. You just unfield strip it, you just put the barrel back in, reattach the barrel nut, put it back in the customer assembly, done, reattach the slide. Like this is just, you just pull that down to detach the slide. So it's really quite easy to detach the slide, but you couldn't accidentally push that down if you're firing the gun. So, well designed. So let's do our disassembly. So, pull out the magazine as always. We want to take apart the magazine assembly. Remove the slide. And we want to take the slide apart, remove the recoil spring assembly. Remove the barrel nut. Sometimes you have to pull the spring off the recoil spring assembly, but this one you cannot. Pull out the barrel. That sight is like it's built in, obviously, you can see. Pull out the slide in, you can pull out the firing pin. Pull off the spring cup, which allows you to pull off the firing pin spring. Oop. Oh, okay, you pull off the sleeve. I guess that makes sense. Okay, continuing on, you want to pull up the extractor. Extracts the depress plunger as well as the spring. You can pull out the rear sight. Oh, it's over here. And this is the ejector. Or that's the extractor. Oh, okay. It's gonna guess the ejector. See, like I'm trying to freehand guess here. Safety strike plunger. Okay. Oop. Misclick. Hit the frame plug. Well, it wasn't a misclick, but a lot of them is built into the back here. So this one, the frame plug like, goes right into the back, which is fine. Okay, so now pull out the hammer pin. Oh, that's the Sear house block. So this gun's quite a bit different than like the Colt 1911 Beretta. And similar. So there's the trigger pin. Pull out the locking block. The Sear housing. Trigger. So it's all one big piece. That's interesting. Like the hammer's built right in here. Sear housing block. Sear housing assembly. Sear pin. And then you can move the sear itself. Ejector. Slide stop lever. Magazine catch. Take down barrel stop. Barrel stop slide. I'm missing one piece somewhere. Probably somewhere in here. No? Oh, there's a front sight. So that maybe does okay. So it doesn't have a hammer. I'm actually never. It has a dual action trigger. I know that. I can never understand how those dual action trigger guns really work. So let's put it back together. This trigger's so hard always to put back together. Okay, well we want to put the slide stop lever in back first. Put this back together. I'm gonna over here while I'm thinking. Put in the front sight. Oop. Okay. I was wondering if you could put... Oh, sorry, that's the slide end cap. I was thinking of rear sight. That's not even the same piece. So put that on the spacer sleeve. Firing pin. Spring cup. Firing pin assembly. Extractor depressor plug. No? Oop. Safety strike plunger has to go in before you put in the extractor. Then the extractor spring. Oh, okay. Then slide end cap. barrel. Barrel nut. Recoil spring. Okay. Well, assuming trigger bar has to go back on. Assuming the sear has to go back in. That's not what I was trying to click on. Okay, the trigger does. I knew something attached to that spring. Magazine catch goes back on? So, that's just... I thought we were missing something. Oh, all the pins. There's more pins, isn't there? No? Okay. I thought there was more pins. No? Oh, the ejector attaches on the side, then it goes back in. That's a bit complicated. Partially I'm not used to it as well. No? Does it go back in there? Another frame plug goes back in. No. Lock block does not. Then lock block? Okay, takedown catch. So takedown locking block attaches to the takedown catch. Okay. Makes sense. You put a trigger pin back in. Sear housing block. Slide. Okay. Don't ask me to disassemble that gun if you meet me in the street. I will not be able to very effectively take apart a Smith & Wesson Sigma. Let's try that assembly. We have lots of time. Let's do this assembly one more time. Just so we learn. Okay, so we'll plug back the magazine. See how well we can do. I know the barrel stop has to go back on. Okay. So what was first? Trigger bar was first. Oops, sorry. I meant to click the sear because those pieces all connect there. Then the trigger. Then the sear pins. Then the sear housing. Ejector. Nope. What piece did I miss? Oh. There we go. No? We had to put in like sleeve slide stop lever? No? Well, I know that goes in, but I don't think it goes in at that point. Oh, magazine catch. I think that's it. Yeah, magazine catch is it. Okay, so then we want to put in takedowns before we put in locking. We put trigger pin and sear pin. Hit rear sight. Spacer sleeve. Okay, so once you kind of get the hang of it, it's not as bad. Put the firing pin assembly back in. It's just kind of getting that initial hang of it. Oops. I apologize. I did that again, actually. Pin extractor. I just want to put it in. It just looks so put-inable. Barrel. Barrel nut. Slide and cap. Recoil assembly. Slide. And magazine. So that's much better than our second time through. So, makes a lot more sense. Kinda had to do it once for it really to make a lot of sense. So, take a couple fires. So, watch this trigger action. So this is dual action trigger. It doesn't have, you don't have to do anything extra to fire. That's why it doesn't have a hammer or anything in the back. So let's slow it down. Once you watch, oh, you kind of see it too. Watch trigger depress. Like there's no hammer action. It just pushes the sear, causes the sear to pop the next round. You can now see it better this side. So watch. We'll go right to slow. Trigger depress. Okay, pulls back. Sear releases the firing pin. So look how the firing pin lines up. It hooks right on here. So when the sear, it pulls, the sear drops. The firing pin comes forward, hits around the end, and the rest is history. And then it obviously goes back, pushes the next round in, And it's ready to go again. So. Hey, what was that? That one. That looks like an interesting X-ray mode. That's actually pretty good X-ray mode. You can see the function over here a little bit. I like that. Like, I don't know why they have this plastic mode. I don't really get it, but guess. Oh. I don't really get extra parts either. Oh, it makes you blinding in X-ray. I don't need too many of these, but rotate can be kind of cool sometimes. So let's pop a laser underneath. Looks like it have a lot of functions on it. And then the silencer. So this pretty much sounds like a traditional kind of silencer. Move the laser. So we can put picanti rail and mount a flashlight. So now we have a flashlight on there, but you can also mount a forward grip. Like, I don't know why you need a forward grip for this kind of weapon, but that's kind of your call. There's also a different thing you can get that kind of, so it puts one here, but it also has a mount that goes up, and that's where you can mount a scope on. And the cool thing about this beginning is you could still put on your flashlight. So there you go, there's her fairly just fully decked out. And it's like a floating sight as well, if you didn't notice. Turn to rotate, but anyway guys, thanks for coming out for more World of Guns Gun Assembly. We'll be back in the next episode for more. Thanks guys. Later.